I feel sleepy. Welcome to anybody who watches this in the playback. I'm just coming on live. I was thinking about doing it, but I just did a video for my other channel. For those of you who are interested in like ASMR videos, you guys could go subscribe to me. I'll have it linked down below. But I have uh, I'm using my spiritual influence on there as well. So definitely, you guys, I'm pretty sure some of you guys would like, I think a couple of you guys already subscribed over there, but just in case you're not and you're interested, even just curious, like, I wonder how Indigo do this, okay? You guys are more than welcome to go over there. So, neither here nor there, I want to just talk, you guys. No reading, you know. I'll tap into some energy and whatever, but I don't have anything specifically in mind or whatever. First, I also want to send you guys the highest form of love, strength, compassion with yourself and others. Because you got to have compassion with yourself to be able to have compassion with others. Okay, that which ties me, just something just clicked about what I can talk about. But, resilience, power, you know, allowing your power to grow and grow and grow. And there's various ways that you can tap into your power. I just posted a video the other day about discipline, which, yeah, discipline is definitely a way to get into your power for sure. Yeah. Um, but this is what I wanted to say. So I used to watch, for those who may or may not be familiar with Funky Dineva, I used to watch his videos. I don't know what you could consider Dineva, I guess like a celebrity. But he didn't just talk about celebrity stuff, but he's a known, definitely a known um YouTuber. He also, I think he's on Fox Soul and he's been on reality shows and stuff like that. And he, to me, he's smart. Okay. So anywho, I remember you talking about some controversial shit too. But I remember him saying I believe he's a Leo like myself, and I remember him saying something to the effect of, when you put your own business out there, you don't got to worry about nobody gunning for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people like to say what you did, what you didn't do, judge you, put your business out there, especially with social media. Social media over the last 10 years or so has really just blown up more. I mean, exceeding a lot of people's expectations. I'm sure more than some of the people who created some of these forms. But at the end of the day, a lot of things have been brought to the surface and brought to, you know, people, knowing things in a very broad, open way more than it could have ever been without social media. So I was thinking about this in terms of, and I've talked about this in a video maybe about 2.5 years ago. As far as me being a parent, I have two children. I have an older child and I have a younger child. And my parenting style has changed, transformed drastically compared to the way I reared my daughter and now my son. And it has nothing to do with bias or me liking or loving my child more. My younger child, me disliking my oldest, is just the fundamentals of, first of all, age, growth, maturity, deeper understanding. I've been through many transformations spiritually, stepped into spiritual consciousness in 2018 fully. But it was leading up to that, years prior to that. So I had my first child in 2001 and my next one in 2013. So there's a difference. Now, why am I bringing all this up, right? And I'm not telling you guys this. Well, it don't matter. I'm not going to say that. I'm telling you guys the things that I talk about. And I know this goes without saying. I know that the majority of you guys know this. That the majority of everything, bump all that, Everything I talk about in terms of my videos is about growth and understanding things. Okay. And I know sometimes my videos be scattered, I talk too much or whatever, but the energy is going to be felt to the right people because my energy is genuine, you know? But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I know a lot of you guys, not the majority of you guys, are parents. And as parents, first of all, you never get it 100% right. You're never going to parent perfectly because you're not perfect. We're imperfect people, no matter how much we heal, grow, and transform or whatever. Just be our best versions of ourselves. Who the hell does things perfect? You know, I allow myself to constantly be a student, and I also to accept the role of being a teacher as well. So, in that, with that being said, I had a massive tower moment with my child now the other day, and it was bad, and my eye just feels like something is in it. That's why I keep doing it. Not in the well, in the moment, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't an epiphany, but it was like a wake up. Like, what the fudge is going on, And then the next couple of days were not even intense. Like, if this had happened maybe a year and some change or whatever ago, even a month ago, I don't know how I would have felt. But I am so, excuse me, allowing of peace within myself, allowing with intemperance, and I damn sure allow myself to have the deepest understanding until I get it fully. So I allow myself to process and process and process and process. That's how I work. That's what happens when you're intelligent, y'all. But no, for real, process and process and to it just it's not about my ego getting it. It's about it just being, like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I allowed that. And then the breakthrough came. And the breakthrough came before, but the breakthrough came with me and her. And I just want to say, because I've seen, of course, just like you guys have seen multiple, just keeping it real, multiple young people over the last, I don't know how long, putting their parents out there through social media. Now, look, obviously we're from those of you who watch me, I'm pretty sure in my age bracket, I'm in my 40s. Most of us, a lot of us would never ever dare put our parents' stuff out there, But this generation, every generation is different. Let's just say that. Every single generation is different than the previous generation. So, yeah, every generation. Let's just leave it there because I don't, but because I don't want to just go off the main topic or the main thing of what I'm talking about. But every generation is different. So the things that were super unacceptable are just acceptable now. And acceptable just because it's being done. What can you do? You can't stop people. You can't physically stop people. You can't even ban people like that from doing it, from speaking their truth and being free. But there are consequences to things, and I look at karma differently. Like a lot of you guys, this is the truth about karma. Karma is there to teach you. Karma is not there as like, I mean, for some people, yeah, karma is gonna whoop your ass. If you out here fucking around with the fuck shit, it will whoop your ass. So be careful. If you out here really doing some shit that's like that can hold you in contempt. But for a lot of us who have conscious, who tap into our conscious energy, we take accountability, we're responsible. Karma is about teaching. It's about learning. And it's about leading you to a place of repentance so you won't repeat certain cycles, certain behavior, certain rhetoric, certain beliefs, certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's important to understand. But in that moment, it's just so many moments and so much understanding and understanding I had with my child. And I knew for like about 4 years ago that I had to do something very specific in terms of releasing, because it's a feeling that you have to It's something you have to align with when you are a parent, because a lot of us want to do things a certain way and we can't even have control over our children. It's something that's unhealthy. So you have to kind of get yourself in the understanding of that as your children are getting older. But this is something I've been aware of for 4 years with my daughter. So somebody confirmed it again in a conversation a few days ago, releasing. And when you have the pure understanding of release, because a lot of us are fed into the rhetoric of family. And when we talk in family in terms of whether it's nuclear family, whether it's cousins, aunts, uncles, non-blood family, people you just been knowing, whatever, people you just consider family, like family, brother, cousin, sister, godmom, grandparents, parents. This is going to be very controversial. I don't say it. That's not your real family. Your real family is your soul family. The people you connect with on a soul level, the people you can be yourself with, the people who you are going to grow with, you guys going to create with, produce. You're going to, it's going to be so much familiar energy there. That's your family. That's why a lot of people have breakdowns with their family, you know, the family, and the understanding of why people are brought to your life. It's karma. It's karmic. Just like I was talking about with lessons and understanding and clearing up certain behaviors from past lives and all of that stuff, from past circumstances, past whatever. And a lot of people don't like it's too much to comprehend at once. That's why sometimes I don't like to make my videos too long, because I want to spoon feed it to you. I don't want to just force it down you. Some people who are teachers or influencers, they do it that way. Teach his own, but that's not me. I want you guys to understand. And a lot of times when you are watching videos, it may not make sense right then and there. You may need to, like I said, like I was talking about the situation with my child, process or, process it. And then it's something when you say my, you can honor and acknowledge that your children are your children without, because there's certain words and rhetoric and, whatever we put out there that just puts the energy of control out there when it comes to our children. And even if you are a parent of a small child, you still need to let your child be free and welcome in the energy of just freedom. Even if you don't agree, you don't have to agree with everything. Nobody says it's your duty to agree with everything your children do. I was 42, and I remember my dad telling me, or father telling me, because I don't like saying my, just like I was gonna go into that, but like he didn't agree with certain life changes or life or things that I agree with or whatever, my way of doing stuff. Well, you don't have to agree. I'm older, so I'm putting it out there in terms of understanding this. Even when you have young children, that you do not have to go along or understand or believe or not just believe, but support everything. Let people be free. Children are people too. Adults are not just put into the category of people. Let your children be who they want to be. You don't have to agree with everything. You have to put faith in the certain decisions, so you could have a peace of mind, so you won't be out here worrying yourself frantic or into a nut zone. But at the end of the day, you have to allow them to be free, so they won't be out here come next, whenever, and be breaking millions of generational curses like you're gonna have to break them, if that's what is meant for you to do, unless you come back in another life and have to do all that or put it on somebody else. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Like I said, I didn't want this to be a long, plus I can't do long lives like that no more. I don't know why, but I just wanted to come on and just tell you guys that from the bottom of my heart, allow people, your children, to be where they need to be in their lives. Accept their paths with love and conditioning and positioning yourself, to process things in steps. It doesn't all have to make sense at one time, but allow yourself to have the deeper excuse me, the deeper understanding that you are not going to have to put all the pieces of the puzzles together for your children. You're not going to have to fix everything for them. They are people and they will find it. You plant those seeds. You explain things to them. You have patience with them. You give them love unconditionally. You are affectionate with them. You teach them. You guide them. You inspire them. But you do not control them. Okay? I love you guys. Mwah.